When presenting, I always get the same questions. What do I do with my hands? How do I stand? How do I move? And I don't feel comfortable doing a lot of these things. Why this is important is because before you even speak, you're sending off a lot of information about yourself without even saying anything. I'd like to suggest you could stack the deck in your favor by applying 2-3 good principles that would allow you to be more successful. The first one is stance. Now, when people stand in front of a group, they say, well, I don't really know what to do with my hands, and I don't know if I should stand like this, or should I stand with my hands behind me, or I'm feeling a little bit insecure, so I want to stand with my hands like that. And what I'd like to suggest is none of those 3 things are any good. The problem with this one is I call this the biblical stance, the fig leaf, is it makes you a smaller representation of who you could be. And the problem with this one is I call this the firing squad. In other words, tie me to a pole and shoot me at dawn tomorrow morning. So you're not the senior leader, you're not looking what I call leader-like. And then this one could be interpreted by audience as either boredom, anger, and in any case, I couldn't say it's one or the other. What I would say is that you're being smaller than who you could be. When presenting, I want to encourage people to have a home base. And a lot of people think this is their home base, or that's their home base. This looks like you have a stomachache. My suggestion when presenting is that your home base is something called neutral body stance, where your feet are planted squarely on the ground. You don't want to stand so tall and rigid that you would appear to look like a soldier standing at attention. That's why it's important to have a little bit of weight on one of the feet. And the lovely thing about neutral body stance, you can practice it anywhere. When you're in line, when you're putting gas in your car, when you're waiting to pay. Just practice keeping yourself upright. And a nice tip and tool to do this is imagine there was a string on the top of your head, almost like a marionette, that you were pulling yourself up and keeping yourself straight. So throughout your presentation, if you find yourself listening to somebody asking a question, or you're looking over at some other side of the room, remember how important it is to consistently stand straight, firm and tall, and pull yourself straight up with that invisible string. When I suggest to people it's important to have neutral body stance, that doesn't mean you need to have neutral body stance all the time. And what I hear back from people is, well, I need to move. Now I want to juxtapose the difference between movement with purpose and movement with unconscious purpose. When I look at people's video together with them or their presentation, I say, did you move in your video? And they say, no, I didn't move at all. And what we see when we turn the sound off is this. And then we look, where were the movements? They're like, I didn't know I was moving. So my suggestion is you need to move with purpose, stay there for a while, know you've been there, and then move to a new place. For example, in a presentation, if you had 3 things to present, you could start here by welcoming your audience, and then with purpose you could move over here for a while, stay there, talk to this side of the audience, giving some eye contact to this side of the audience, and then after that, realizing you've been here, then move with purpose to this side of the audience in the center, giving some eye contact to this side and some eye contact to this side. And then as you move to your third and final point, you could move over here, and then you know you've been to 3 different places. You're actually moving close to your audience, and you're moving into what I call the snake pit, which is usually where people don't want to go. They don't feel like getting close to the audience. And the message it sends is that you're competent and confident, and you're happy to present, and you're actually doing a very good job at it. So in a nutshell, it's the importance when looking at a group to have a firm stance, nice and relaxed, keep your body nice, tall, and straight, and you'll be on the road to being an excellent presenter.